In the shop, great job. And as we have a nice private room here at Mulcahy's. We're doing a great fundraiser for Long Beach schools, and it's awesome. We have a lot of loyal sponsors here. We got Steve Diamond here. We'll sell you insurance from Remco, right, Steve? We call Remco, and we got Chris. We have Chris Campbell from Crestwood Auto Group and David Kazzer from Prudential Douglas Elliman. So the sponsors get involved with the show. We love all our sponsors. But Friday night went to a fundraiser. The Friends of the Arts, Long Beach Schools, was at the Sands Atlantic Beach. It was an amazing night, and a lot of money was raised for the rebuilding of the West Elementary School. And Rhonda Healy, you and Barry, and put that together. Talk about how that event, all the hard work that went into it, and the fact that so many people supported it. You must have been thrilled with the support you got Friday night at the Sands.
It was an amazing evening. It was a great time. We had a lot of the old West School family come and join us. It was just, the band, White Wedding, was amazing. They kept everyone on the dance floor. We raised a lot of money. We're not sure how much yet, but I'm sure it was major. And thank you, Howie and Steve and Benoit, for coming and supporting our event.
You guys are so passionate about doing great work in the Long Beach School District. Your son is a gifted musician, Barry. Talk about Morning Madness. No, talk about the jazz night coming up and the information where people can support that, because Long Beach is a great music town, and I think this is going to be a great night. Let's talk about jazz night coming up in Long Beach.
Well, first, before I talk about Jazz Night, I just want to commend again the people that were involved in putting together Friday night's fundraiser. I've never seen anything like it. And if you take away one thing that you learn from a fundraiser, and you learn something, that's a wonderful thing. And what I learned was the West End knows how to party, because it was absolutely unbelievable, and the money was flowing, and it's all for the children, just like the Friends of the Arts. The Friends of the Arts goal for the rest of the year is going to be to raise money for new marching Blue Marine band in uniforms for the marching band. We're going to kick that off with Jazz Night, which is on May 1st, where we highlight the children of our district, the most talented jazz musicians of our district. And I hope that everyone could be there, and if we could please spread the word, because it's a very, very important event for everyone. And again, it's the kickoff for raising money for the marching bands. And if you'd like to sponsor a marching Marine for $250, you can sponsor a marching Marine, and that would be one new uniform. We need 230 new uniforms. Hold on.
And we talked before the show that the superintendent of schools wanted us to devote all the money to the building of a digital media studio, but we're going to see if maybe we can devote some of that money to the uniforms, because that's a pressing need. Another big event coming up I want to talk about is Morning Madness. Let's talk about that with Rhonda. I know it's coming up soon, and for people that might not be familiar, what is Morning Madness all about? And let's talk about it in detail.
Okay, Morning Madness is a non-alcoholic after-prom party for the high school seniors, and we are having the prom is going to be at Chateaubriand this year, and they were nice enough to give us the venue for nothing.
Let's give it up for Chateaubriand! Yes. Step it up for Long Beach! All right!
And also, the people who do the flowers for Chateaubriand are donating the flowers as well. Going to be a great night. So what we would love is for everybody after the prom to come directly over to Dave & Buster's, which we rent out Dave & Buster's for the evening. It's from 12:30 till 4 o'clock in the morning, where we raffle off a car and a laptop. And this is we're going to have our first fundraiser, which is going to be Wednesday, March 6th at the Long Beach High School. It's going to be a fashion show. All the seniors, the boys and the girls, are going to be in their tuxedos and all their prom dresses from Danielle, what is it? The bridal place?
All the different bridal places.
Yeah, all the different
bridal places.
The local bridal places.
David's
David Bridals, right? Estelle's dressy dress, and February is going to be donating jewelry, so it's going to be a great evening. And Outback is going to be cooking for us. So it's $25 for adults, $10 for students. So if you are interested in coming, you can give me a call. My phone number is 236-7269, and it's Rhonda Healy. Or text me, which is better. Or you can email me at rhonda@rhondahealy.com. Thank you.
Right. This show is all about promoting the positive things that happen in Long Beach. I have two philosophies, which I started in 2010 with Walter. Number one, never do anything negative on the show, keep it positive. And number two, my second grand rule is never get involved in Long Beach politics. People say if you don't get involved in Long Beach politics, you'll always be safe. So I have to keep it positive and stay out of Long Beach politics, and that's keeping it good. And the last thing I want you guys to talk about is the high school musical coming up, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Joseph Kaiserman and Russell Getz are going to star in it. I'm going out on a limb in that one, but Barry, talk about the Long Beach High School musical coming up.
The musical is going to be Footloose. It's our first modern rock type show. It's going to be amazing. As always, we have our own students creating a rock pit orchestra. So we don't.
And who's the star of that orchestra? What's his name?
Jesse Klorsfeld on trumpet.
There you go.
And they're all stars. They're all superstars, and they're waiting to entertain you. So please come. The date was changed. The date is definitely online now. You can go and see. It's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, so you have plenty of choices. And come and support. Come and support all of our concerts and shows. Thank you. Also, if you're interested in sponsoring a uniform, you can reach me at friendsoftheartslbsd@gmail.com. Thank you.
Okay. Let's give it up for Rhonda and Barry doing so much great work in the Long Beach community, and we love promoting it. And they were on last week, so you love this, Rhonda, right? It's great stuff. And next week we're at the legendary Laurelton Luncheonette. Let's bring out Steve Vaccaro now. Let's get up for Barry and Rhonda. Great job. Talking about all that great stuff. It's a little cramped in here. We have a little tight venue, but we're going to make it work. We have our youth
Thank you.
man who's for the chapter's community social services, does a great job, and he has a special guest he's bringing on tonight. And he's busy downstairs. So Steve, why don't you introduce your very special guest you brought on tonight?
Thank you, Howie. I first want to give a shout out to all the people at the fundraiser on Friday night. They did an outstanding job. These two women here organized the event. It was well received. I think they did raise a lot of money, so thank you very much. Thank you for being here and supporting our effort. Downstairs is all bunch of Long Beach musicians performing from Mulcahy's. It's our second go-around here. We're coming back in June. And we're just this close of booking B.B. King's in the city based on all the work that the musicians for Long Beach are kind of reaching out to different groups and things like that. So I want to thank Howie and Benoit and all the musicians for being here today. But next to me I have Bianca Lee. She's a student of mine. I'm a psychologist, but I also do instruction, vocational instruction at different colleges at Delphi, Westbury, Nassau, and Hofstra during the week. And Bianca is a Freeport student, and she really struggled last year in school. And this year she's really turned things around. But when I first met her, she said that she wanted to get into radio. So I've been egging her on. I wanted her to meet Howie one day, and Howie has some ties in Freeport. So
After she meets me, she'll never want radio again. It's over. Poor Bianca.
So she finally came on. I'm so privileged for her to be here. Her mom is downstairs. She's taking in the downstairs. But Bianca, just tell the listeners out there in Long Island what you overcame to get to this point, and why you want to go into radio.
Well, I wasn't so motivated. That was one problem that I had. I'm very smart. All of my classes were accelerated. I was good in math. I was good in science. But I just always lacked motivation. I don't know why. I would just fall off, and it would take me a while to get back on. So I'm a senior now, and I had to just basically get my act together. So there was no more, because I'm turning 18 in June. So I have to get it together. And I want to do radio because I love to talk, and I like to write, and I like people, and I like speaking, and I like to be the center of attention and talking. And so I was actually surprised that Steve was into radio, because I didn't know he was just going to be my private teacher. He interviewed me and told me that he was on radio, so I'm like, I need to take advantage of all my opportunities that I have. So, like, yeah.
Okay. Well, she definitely wants to do radio, and she's actually doing a different couple of shows lined up. And Howie, what kind of advice can you give to Bianca? You know, I know you have Freeport ties, and she's on the cusp of graduating high school, going to college, but what can you recommend to her?
One word: passion. Be passionate. Never do anything halfway. Do it all the way, and do it with enthusiasm and passion. You know, I see the great radio broadcasters, disc jockeys, you know, from Don Imus to Mike Francesa to, you know, all the great broadcasters, and it's all about passion. They love what you do. You got to be committed. You got to love what you do, and you got to be totally committed to every single show, putting on the best show possible, and loving what you do. To me, this is a labor of love. I love the people I work with. I love promoting Long Beach. I look forward with great enthusiasm to every show. So to me, it's about enthusiasm and passion, and the rest you can make happen. But you got to have those things: enthusiasm and passion. And if you have that, you can make it happen.
Okay, that's very good advice. So please tell, what is your goals? What do you want? What are you passionate about? And what's your future look like? What do you want to do?
Well, my mom always told me that I'm very passionate. But she says I have a problem with focusing my direction into things that don't interest me. So with music and with dancing, I love to dance with music, and talking, I'm very passionate about that. But like in school, I would lack motivation in other areas. But I wanna be on radio really, really bad. I wanna host. Like, I watched the Grammys, and LL Cool J hosted the Grammys, and I didn't like it. I felt like I can do a way better job than he did. So I want to do that when I get older. I just wanna be on TV. I want to talk to people. I want people to be able to hear me. I want to, like, my voice to be heard. So that's my goal. Hopefully I can get into Old Westbury. They have a radio show over there, and take a class over there, and then hopefully I'll be on the radio.
I believe also that the best part about being radio is spontaneity, putting someone on the spot. You know what February is, right? We're in February, is Black History Month.
Right.
So who are some of your role models, people you've looked up to in your life as we celebrate Black history? Who are some people that have really stood out as role models and heroes in your young life?
Well, I'd probably say Malcolm X. Because, well, the cliche is Martin Luther King, and he was peace and we're all equal. But I feel like Malcolm X was more of a militant, like, leader. He felt like we were equal, like, you hit me, I hit you back. Whereas Dr. Martin Luther King was very peaceful. So I would have to say Malcolm X.
How about from a musical perspective? So many great black musicians through the years, from Nat King Cole to Michael Jackson to Louis Armstrong to the current black great musicians. So who's some of the great black musicians that have stood out as some of your favorites?
I definitely have to say Michael Jackson. Like, regardless of all the things he went through, regardless of the allegations he's had, the skin changes, I just feel like he's just so powerful. And Bob Marley as well. Like, they were both humanitarians. And Alicia Keys, she's a humanitarian, and people come together when they hear their music and when they speak of her. She's just so poised and elegant. Like, I love her so much. And Jay-Z is really powerful. I guess people can look at him as like a more aggressive type of guy, but he's very powerful as well. But I love Alicia Keys and Michael Jackson. Those are my inspirations, music-wise.
Well, thank you, Howie. Thank you, B. She did a great job. This is our rookie initiative right here. Let's give her a round of applause here. Thank you, B. Thank you. Make sure you hand in your homework tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
How about this? Give you something to look forward to. I'll give you a 10-minute segment on the show where you can interview a couple of your friends. All right?
Okay.
How's that sound?
Thank you,
All right.
Howie.
Let's give it up for B. All right. He's going to play shortly, so I want to get him on now. I've known Jeff for years. We actually met on the